Welcome, Aries. This is your June forecast. Your ruler, planet Mars, will be in Leo. Mars in Leo, it's very strong position. And because planet Mars in Leo, it's in a fire sign, and your fire sign, this can give you a boost of energy. You can feel enthusiastic, and you will have more energy to achieve things. On June 4th, we're going to have a full moon in Sagittarius in 13 degrees, and this Aries is going to be in 9th house. Sagittarius, it's a fire sign, and this full moon give you a lot of energy because this 9th house is a house of traveling, it's a higher education. This full moon can bring you emphasis on your traveling, on your publicity. Also, you can have desire for traveling. Maybe it's good time to make a plan. And full moon, it's always bring conclusion, illumination of something, more clarity. And this time you may be more clear about your values, about your spiritual. This 9th house is a house of it's house of spirituality, our values. And also this full moon can bring you good opportunities for personal development, for personal growth and expansion. On June 5th, planet Venus is changing sign and moving from Cancer to Leo sign. This is very good news for you as well, because Leo sign, it's a fire sign, it's a fixed fire sign, and Venus stay in Leo for 4 months because Venus is going to be retrograde and going to stay. Venus moving to your 5th house and going to stay here until October 9th. Usually planet Venus approximately 1 month, 5-6 weeks. And this time, because Venus is going to be retrograde in Leo, Venus stay here 4 months. Venus usually retrograde approximately once in 2 years, 18 months, 2 years. And last time Venus was retrograde in Leo, it was July 2015. Because Venus is going to be staying 4 months in your 5th house. 5th house, it's a house of romance, it's a house of children, our creativity. This good time to, when Venus retrograde in your 5th house, it's a time when you need to reevaluate or reassess your creativity, some your romantic relationship. Also, it's a good time to bring a pleasure and fun in your life. And also because it's a planet Venus is going to be retrograde in the 5th house. This can bring you some past romantic partner in your life in order to gain some closure or move forward. And also 5th house is a house of children. This is good time to reassess your relationship with children. And also the 5th house is our hobbies. Maybe you will it's time when you come back to it's good time to come back some your old hobbies what you done before. Planet Jupiter in June, it's going to be Aries in your 2nd house, and it's a beautiful position because 2nd house is a house of our finances, how we earn money, how we spend money. And Jupiter in 2nd house, in financial house, can give you expansion. This position, this placement can bring you growth. This is good time to focus on increasing your income, especially Jupiter in Taurus, because Taurus is very materialistic sign. It's all about finances, can bring you you will feel very optimistic, and Jupiter can bring you a lot of new opportunities your financial situation. But because this house, second house, it's how we spend money, so you need to be careful with overspending and try to be realistic. Don't overspend during this time. And Jupiter will stay in second house until May 2024, approximately 1 year. And also June 19, we're going to have a sextile between Jupiter and Saturn. And good news about this aspect, because this can bring you growth in your project where you've been working for a long time. If you was working for a long time on some project, or you're planning to some long-term project, this aspect can bring you growth and can bring you success. Planet Mercury, 11th of June, planet Mercury is moving from Taurus to Gemini. Planet Mercury stay in Taurus for approximately 2 months because it was a retrograde. And Mercury leaving your second house, house of finances, and moving to your third house. And third house, it's a house of communication. It's our siblings, our brothers, sisters. It's third house of our transport, short journey. And Mercury in Gemini can bring you some news about your siblings, about your brothers, your sisters. It's good time for business trips. When Mercury move in your third house, this can bring you increase of communication. Maybe you will start some new learning. Your mental activity will increase. Mercury in third house can bring you a lot of connection, a lot of networking, a lot of good ideas. And in 2 weeks' time, Mercury will be moving in your fourth, on 27th of June, Mercury will be moving on your fourth house, Aries. And this fourth house can bring you some news regarding your family. It's time when you will be thinking about your properties, about the place you're living. Maybe you will be thinking about moving to another place. Maybe you will think about sell your property or buy property, or it's a good time to sign contract. And because fourth house represent our family, place we living, and Mercury is a planet of communication. This is time when you can have a lot of communication with your family, with your family members. Another major aspect is the planet Pluto. At the moment in Aquarius will be on 11th of June. Pluto will go backwards to Capricorn and stay there until November 19th, 2024. Planet Pluto will going backwards to your 10th house, Aries. Planet Pluto is a planet of transformation. It's a planet of death and rebirth. It's a planet of power, manipulation, and some intense emotions. But because planet Pluto going backwards in Capricorn just in the last degrees, this can only affect Aries, who has a personal planet in the last degree of Aries. When planet Pluto going backwards to your 10th house, it's a time when you need to do some transformation regarding your career. Maybe you need to, planet Pluto will ask you to completely change your career. And our 10th house also represent our reputation, our goals, because planet Pluto is a planet of transformation, will ask you to change your goals. And last major event happening this June is June 18. We're going to have a new moon in Gemini at 26 degrees. It's almost last degrees of Gemini. And this is going to be, Aries, for you, third house. A new moon, it's always a new beginning. It's good time to plant seeds. It's good time to manifest our goals, our desires. And because you're going to have a new moon in your third house of communications, it's house of learning, networking, it's house of our siblings, our brothers, our sisters. This new moon can bring you some new connections. This is time when you can start some new learning. It's good time to start new course. Maybe you will decide to learn some new skills. Dear Aries, I wish you have a wonderful June. Please let me know in comment how this June affecting you. And thank you everyone who subscribed to my channel. And bye for now.